Hello all. I watched Attack of the Dock the other day and thought I'd talk about it. It's actually my second go at recording this. I stuffed the first one up so badly it would have taken me about a week to edit it. For those who don't know, Attack of the Dock chronicles the rise of G4's Attack of the Show, a seminal celebration of geek culture before it was cool. Full disclosure, I'd never heard of the show until relatively recently when several YouTubers were talking about it, and I've never seen it. As far as I'm aware, it wasn't available in the UK. I may be wrong. It could have been something I missed, but I was never aware of it, so there's no nostalgia in it for me. However, I did enjoy the documentary. It was interesting and informative, a little self-congratulatory like a lot of these documentaries are, but I think even within that, it does emphasise the importance of the show, and indeed how groundbreaking it was. And it has some of the credit for the movement of geek culture into the mainstream. Personally, I'm not sure that's always a positive thing. The majority of its runtime is taken up with clips and voiceovers from those involved both in front and behind the scenes, and the narration of writer-director Chris Gore. The footage is only interrupted by musical interludes from Zach Selwyn, which are actually quite entertaining, and probably a welcome break. One of the problems was that I didn't really connect with the speakers. Their names appeared on the screen, but they meant nothing to me. Maybe it's because I'm British, but the voices sounded similar. I think I understand the director's intention, but it did leave me a bit disconnected, and I really feel it would have helped to see their faces. It's also a little strange that neither Kevin Pereira or Olivia Munn, who were really heavily focused on in this documentary, especially Olivia, don't take part in it other than old clips. I believe it was a conscious decision, but I'm not sure that was the best, for me anyway. As I say, there seemed to be a new focus on Olivia, which I kind of understand, bearing in mind it was pretty much a boy's hobby back in the day, and geeky girls seemed as rare as unicorns. I can imagine having this smart, beautiful and funny woman who was into the culture, clowning around with a charismatic co-host was probably a major reason for its success. And the show itself reminded me of a geeky version of Tiz Wars, which was an anarchic kids show in the 70s, or possibly more similar to the adult version of that show, OTT. But the clips did make me wish I'd watched it myself. I also enjoyed the minimised way they covered what happened to the relaunch of G4. That was nicely done. Overall, it's a good documentary, especially if you're into geek culture. It's not perfect, but it did keep me engaged throughout, so I'd recommend giving it a look. I watched it on Amazon and I think it's available on YouTube and some other streamers. Anyway, I'll leave that one there. Have you guys seen it and what did you think? Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And thank you very much for listening. Peace out.